Hi there. In this video, we'll be covering how to earn money by writing books. You probably think that book sales are the best way to measure your book's earnings. I want you to rethink that. By the end of this video, you will learn all about secondary revenue opportunities from books, the importance of platform growth, and why your book could be the ultimate lead magnet. And stay tuned until the end of the video for an opportunity I really think you're going to enjoy. Let's dive in. There is so much revenue opportunity from book writing, but it's really not the way you think. It's not really focused on book sales, especially for nonfiction writers. There's so many other opportunities that are better, more consistent drivers of revenue. It's so easy when you publish a book to go on Amazon Author Central. Every Friday they update the book sales, and you can go in there and check out and see how many books did I sell last week, the week before that, the week before that, and really, get stuck in this loop, this hamster wheel, thinking that book sales are the answer, that this is the metric you need to be following. It took me a long time after I started publishing books to stop going to that page, and I haven't checked it in probably 6, 8, 10 months because I don't care. It doesn't matter. That page doesn't matter. Your book sales don't matter. Yes, it's nice when you say this round number, I sold X number of copies of my book, but at the end of the day, you could sell lots and lots of copies and have little impact. I think about some of the authors I worked with who paid tens of thousands of dollars for promotional efforts for their book. And through that process, their book was sent out to an email list. And the email list, thousands of people get access to this email, and it says, here's a gift card for X amount of money. Go buy this book on Amazon in this given week. And enough people buy the book and it becomes a bestseller of some kind. And it's exciting to say you're a bestseller, but then what happens? How many people from that even read the book? So it's artificial gains, it's artificial progress, but even then, even when you say you're a bestseller, it doesn't actually resonate in book sales. You can have much more of an impact when you think about the message getting to people and helping them. When I think about the books that I've written in Ghostwritten, there's a couple that really stand out to me in terms of author disappointments. After the book was published, the author felt disappointed by the sluggish sales. They wish that the book had sold more copies. It's easy to feel that way. And these days, with everything so busy and so many books in the marketplace, it's so much tougher to have a book that really breaks through. So most books only sell a couple hundred copies at most. Most books don't even break 1,000 copies sold. So when you're thinking about book sales as the main metric, you're automatically probably going to be disappointed. It's probably not going to turn out the way you want it to. And I want you instead to think about getting the most out of the people who do read the book, driving the most interest, enthusiasm, and connecting to their needs, helping them. Having an impact with the people who do read your book instead of thinking about getting the most people to read your book. Through that process, if you're a business owner, you can actually have 50, 100, 200 leads buy your book and then want to partner with you, want to pay money to become a client of yours. Books can be a great lead magnet for that reason. It's a reason why a lot of business owners will post, free downloadable PDF books on their websites. They want people to sign up. They want people to give their information, their email address, and now it's a lead. Now it's somebody they can pitch to and they can send emails to. Books are a great tool for lead magnets, and I know a lot of business owners who have books who use their books as a lead magnet, as a driver of new clients. And it can be so exciting to connect your message to your potential audience. It's a great opportunity. When you're a business leader, it really helps you stand apart by having a book. By having a book to sell, a book that resonates, it just really sets you apart. You have something to say, you have something powerful that you put out into the world, and you're thinking more deeply about your place in the world, about your company, about your purpose. All these different things come together, and it's just so powerful. But it's so great to be able to get people interested in working with you from writing a great book. Another way that you can generate revenue from your book is from platform growth. If you write a great book, you can really stand out in the space. You can be the go-to person. When someone wants an interview, they're going to reach out to you. When someone wants the speech to be given to a corporate audience, they're going to reach out to you. You are the go-to person in that space, and there's so many opportunities that can be created because of that. Yeah, I mentioned speeches a little bit throughout this video, and I think public speeches are such a great, awesome opportunity that comes from book authorship, from writing a book. It really lends itself well one to the other. You can really refine your message from writing the book and then give a piece of that message to corporate audience, to public audiences, to people in different spaces. Maybe you're speaking at different expos. Maybe a business leader can invite you in to come speak. And you can generate tens of thousands of dollars from one afternoon. That's a great opportunity. Think about how many books you have to sell to get that much opportunity come through. And at the same time, when you give a speech, you can actually give away your book as a free element. You know, if you're getting paid, maybe you get paid in money plus book sales. You know, there's opportunities that get created when you're giving these speeches. You know, sometimes you can create an opportunity where you're getting paid in money plus book sales. So every single person who visits the event or goes to your speech gets a copy of your book. Think about the impact you can have from that. Think about the impact you can have from surrounding yourself with other thought leaders, other people in your space, and standing apart from them because of your book. Your book is that platform, is that next step for you. And it's just really special to be able to see those doors unlocking, to see the opportunities emerge from a book. But it often doesn't come from book sales itself. It comes from so many other things. When I think about this topic, I think about one specific client who has a business and offers high-cost services. We wrote a book together a couple of years ago, he and I, and after we published the book, it sold okay. You know, it sold consistently, steadily, but not great. It wasn't a bestseller in any capacity, but it spoke to the specific audience that he was trying to target, and people who read the book then turn around and want to work with him and pay his company to work directly with this company because they can't do the things that he does by themselves or they don't want to do it. So they pay him and his company tens of thousands of dollars each time. You know, and every couple months he'll tell me about somebody new who came through the door, who read the book and wanted to become a client. And it's really special to think about the fact that we wrote this book 3, 4, 5 years ago, and here we are all these years later, and it's still driving revenue, it's still driving opportunities, it's still driving success. You know, this has helped him to transform his business and take the next step. And it's just great to be able to see the impact of a book. When I work with authors and they try to figure out if there's revenue opportunities within the book, I really focus on making sure that their funnel is as strong as possible, making sure that their other offerings are all aligned, making sure that the things in the book tie into their other services and products. And just making sure everything's interconnected, because the better, more strongly everything's interconnected, the more that they can get somebody to go from the page to the next step, the website, signing up, having a conversation, whatever the case may be. Doing all those things, it really unlocks new potential within the author, within the author's company, within the things that they're offering. So many different things can unlock because of this book. It's the ultimate door opener, it's the ultimate business card. And that's what I want you to think about with books. I don't want you to think about book sales, I want you to think about the doors it can open for you. If you want to learn more about how to earn money by writing books, you'll definitely want to watch another video that I recorded. I'll link to it on the screen. It's called Steps to Writing a Book. In that video, I cover how to choose a book topic, how to gather material, and how to keep going with the writing when you want to put it aside. Remember, a good book can change your life. I'm Dan Good. Thanks for watching.